In this video, we're going to give you a little bit of an update on our project and our life.
I don't know how we're going to divide this.
No, I'm not going to say stay to the end to find out.
If you're new to our channel, this is Jaco. I'm Morgana. We have been documenting stories of COVID-19 survivors for the last 2 years. It started as a photo project, and then it turned into a documentary film project where we drove to all 50 states in the United States. We interviewed over 190 COVID-19 survivors in every single state in America. Your turn.
What's next?
At the beginning of the year, we set a goal of making 12 episodes and publishing them on our YouTube channel. We've now released 11, but it's taken a lot more work and resources than we ever expected. In fact, this whole project has. And we were hoping to finish all 12 by this summer, and right now it's looking like that's just not going to be possible.
So we lived in a 19-foot Airstream trailer for the last 20 months, and it's just become a little too small with the two of us and our cat.
Our cat's crazy.
Our cat's crazy.
Legit crazy.
It's just become too small, and it comes with a lot of challenges, and I think we've hit a wall where we need a change. So we're out of the Airstream for now, until we can figure out what's next.
So we're in a little bit of a transition right now. We don't really have a home. The Airstream's in storage. Right now we're keeping her, but we might not keep her for long. So we'll keep you posted on that. If you're interested in Airstream, let us know. So I'm going to be spending the next couple of months at least working on client work again. And hopefully I'll be able to come back and work on the 12th episode, which I am really excited about. I have the whole concept all laid out. It's going to be about 2 different COVID survivors, one in California and one in Vermont, who after catching COVID, and they were both in perfect health, they later developed long COVID and then were diagnosed with something called chronic fatigue syndrome. And both of them are still dealing with this about 2 years later. One is so serious that she's completely uprooted her whole family and moved across the United States to Oregon. So we're going to catch up with her in Oregon with a little update on where she's at now and why they moved to Oregon, which is really interesting in and of itself. So I'm really hoping to finish that by the end of the year. And then we're probably going to have to call it. We have a lot more stories. As we said, we've documented more than 190 survivors, and we haven't shared all of their stories yet. It's just taken a lot more time than we expected to put those stories together, and that takes resources as well. And we just don't have the capacity at this point in time to finish all of them. So right now the plan is to finish the 12 episodes and then call it a wrap, unless we're able to get some major funding that allows us to keep going and edit together those stories that we have already shot, which includes stories from the Wind River Reservation in Wyoming, a really beautiful story from the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota about a woman who gets a lung transplant, and MISC, multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children. So those are just some of the stories that right now we're not going to be able to share, which I cannot tell you how much it breaks my heart. I have cried a lot about it, but I just don't see an option to be able to keep going at this point. Again, unless we got some significant major funding in order to do it. So that's the plan. We're going to be taking some time off from the project for the next couple of months to work on what we mentioned, and then hopefully we'll finalize that 12th episode, and then by the end of the year, wherever we're at, we're gonna call it and move on to the next season in life, which we don't know what that is yet either, so we will keep you posted. We would love to keep going with the project, but there's a lot of factors that we have to work out for that? What were you going to say?
Well, we have some great ideas. There is so much potential with this project and the bigger vision of it. And that's why we would love to continue on this project, because there's just so many stories out there, not just COVID, but there's so many survivor stories out there that needs to be told, so people can learn from it and share these experiences. So we'll see where we're at the end of this year and where things are, and then we'll keep you guys posted and see where we end up.
Maybe we'll do a video on the bigger vision for this project at some point, but we would love to keep going. We would love each season to focus on a different topic and really dive into all the different facets of that topic, whatever it might be. We've got a lot of ideas for what they could be. And I love the idea of being able to really dive deeper in a multi-episode format. So we really hope we can keep going. We'll see. So that's the update, and we will continue to keep you posted.